Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm gonna have an unboxing and review of Lykke Pendel. I was in my local yarn shop, Nan's Needlework, near Marble Falls, and she happened to have one of these in, so I couldn't resist and I had to buy it. So this is gonna be a quick unboxing slash review. Now I'm just gonna test a couple of cakes. One that will unwind through the outside and one that I just pull from the inside, just to see how it is and how it feels. So let's get started. So this is how I bought the Pendel. It came wrapped in this plastic, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this off so we can look inside. Now I got the wood to match my Swift and my ball winder because I just really like that darker color of the wood. Front and the back are completely the same, and I believe you just open it from the top. Seems like we have a couple of the stuff that are taped up on here, and then everything is perfectly wrapped in the Lykke Make Happy bags. I really like how they wrap all their products. It really gives it a higher quality feel to it. Now let's go ahead and open this bag and pull everything out. Alright, everything is perfectly wrapped, which is awesome. That means that they're taking care of everything that they're sending to you. Let me put that aside. Now let me just unwrap all this. I really love the look, love the logo, super awesome. Now this part right here is where your yarn's gonna sit. I didn't see any instructions, but I feel like it should be super intuitive, and if it's not, we'll find out. Now it is held by a magnet, so it can come off, but maybe in the future I'll do a weight test just to see how much weight it really takes to come off of the arm and stuff. But as you can tell, it's on there pretty good, and it's got a good resistance to it. It would have to be something really heavy. So I'm gonna go ahead and screw this on here. How that looks, pretty awesome. Put that aside. Now let's open this up. Like I mentioned before, I didn't see any instructions. But I'm assuming it's going to be pretty straightforward. Give you two of these bolts and then your tool so you can tighten it and put it all together. And you just do it through the bottom right here. Let's do one. See how what's the easiest way to do this? It's probably like this. Just gonna kind of screw it on there first. Get that one going. Put the other one in there. Okay, they're both in. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten them. So that's what it looks like. Pretty cool. Let me go ahead and switch the camera so you guys can see it from the front. Okay, so this is what it looks like put together. These are like little pads, kind of like how it has down here. So when it's sitting, I believe these are for this. So when you like set it down, you don't scratch it, or if it falls off, at least it'll like plop down instead of making that noise. So that's how it hooks, and it Seems to spin pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Let me go ahead and put some yarn on there. Now this yarn is just to test it out. Seems to be pretty smooth. I don't have, yeah, there's like almost like no resistance to when you're like pulling it. So that is really good. It won't bother your hand too much, because I know sometimes when you're pulling and there's a little bit of resistance, your arm get tired. Now I usually like to pull from the center, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to put this one in here and see how easy that is. Okay, went in there pretty good. Okay, let's put that on there. I'm just gonna pull just to see what happens. So there is a little bit more resistance, but I think it really just depends on how the pull goes into the skein of yarn. Once I think once the skein gets a bit smaller, there will be less tension on the yarn when you're pulling it out. But as you can tell, there are moments where it stops and then kind of like gives a little bit of tension, and then it finds its way back again. So I think depending on the skein or yarn that you use and the thickness, it can vary with the tension or the pullback that it's giving to you. But besides that, it seems to be awesome. I really think I'm gonna enjoy this, because when I'm using smaller weights of yarn, when you get to the bottom or to the end or closer to being to the end of the skein, it starts to fall apart. So especially for a project that I'm not going to be taking out of the house, like this is super perfect. I know I just pulled quite a bit out, which is fine. I'll probably use it. Not probably, I will use it. But even like when you're done, you can even just set your project on here, or wherever the area that you're working on, you could just set it aside. And yeah, like it shouldn't be going anywhere. Like I said, it just comes off. And I really like that it has a strong magnet. I don't want my yarn to be falling off. That's the whole point, to have this. So if I were to give this a rating, I would give this an 8 or 9 skeins of yarn out of 10, just because I haven't used it yet. I think I want to stick with an 8. I think once I use it, I might come back and be like, okay, this is my final answer. But for now, like I said, I really love how they wrap everything. Everything is well wrapped. I like the quality of the products that they sell. Lykke just does an amazing job, and that's why I keep buying from them. Like, this isn't sponsored. All of my, the majority, if not all my purchases are strictly out of my pocket. That's just, I just really have a passion for what they create and what they do, and it just happens to fall into the same passion that I have for knitting. So I'm big on giving the credit to people that deserve it, and I really believe Lykke deserves the credit for the amazing products that they create. That is going to be the end of this unboxing / review. Please feel free to leave any comments, any questions. If you guys have anything similar like this or found something better, please leave it in the comments below. Let me know. I love to have discussions like this and finding new gadgets. I love gadgets. We can go down a rabbit hole talking about different gadgets, whether it's for knitting or other hobbies or just daily life tasks or things like that. I just love gadgets, big, small, medium, whatever. That is it for this video. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget, it does take balls to knit.